Hello, greetings to all travel enthusiasts. I would like to invite you on a journey to Cornwall. In a series of films, I will tell you about incredible places such as Tintagel Castle, which, according to legend, is the birthplace of King Arthur. We'll explore the picturesque fishing village of Bost Castle and take a stroll along the surrounding cliffs. We'll ascend St. Michael's Mount, where a Gothic castle, once a monastery, crowns the summit. We'll also visit Kynance Cove with its picturesque beach, the most photographed spot in Cornwall. At St. Nectan's Glen, surrounded by mysterious forests, we'll witness one of the most stunning waterfalls. Finally, we'll reach the farthest points of Cornwall Land's End, the westernmost point of Great Britain, and Lizard Point, its southernmost tip. I invite you to join me in this film. Welcome to the extraordinary coastal region of Cornwall. Here, history intertwines with legends, and the beauty of nature captivates everyone. Today, we'll take you on a journey to Tintagel, one of the most iconic places in the United Kingdom, and its castle shrouded in legends of King Arthur. Join me. Tintagel is a small town located in western England on the Celtic Sea. The town itself is charming, with plenty of good restaurants, cafes, and pubs. Accommodations mainly consist of private guest houses and boutique hotels. However, finding a place can be challenging during the peak season when it is heavily besieged by tourists. The main attraction drawing tourists to this small town is Tintagel Castle, perched on cliffs, or rather, the ruins of this medieval structure. It takes about half an hour to walk from the town to the castle. Due to its popularity and the influx of tourists, I recommend purchasing tickets online in advance. You can find the link in the video description. The castle's website also provides current information on available days and visiting hours. In inclement weather, the castle is closed and visiting is not possible. Fortunately, we had excellent weather during our visit in September, enjoying sunny days throughout our week in Cornwall, which was invaluable because the views in these places are truly enchanting. The castle ruins we see today are remnants of a building from the 13th century. Tintagel Castle is strongly linked to the legend of King Arthur, who, according to many stories, was born here. However, there is no evidence to support this hypothesis. Nevertheless, this place remains one of the most popular associated with King Arthur. Once a majestic fortress, much of the castle has fallen into the sea, resulting in its current state. Despite this, a walk through the ruins is still fascinating. In medieval times, the castle's inhabitants used a narrow land bridge that connected nearby peaks, but it was destroyed centuries ago. The current bridge, opened in 2019, is in the same location as its medieval predecessor. The bridge is 70 meters long, and helicopters were used for its installation. According to English statistics, about 250,000 visitors cross the bridge annually. On the other side of the bridge, on the island, you can see the remains of the courtyard and the Great Hall. Over the centuries, much of these structures collapsed into the sea. Returning to the history of this place, how did legends of King Arthur become associated with a castle built much later? In the 12th century, chronicler Geoffrey of Monmouth, in the book History of the Kings of Britain, named Tintagel as the place of King Arthur's conception, intertwining legend with historical location. These Arthurian associations likely inspired the fabulously wealthy Earl of Cornwall Richard to build Tintagel Castle in the 1130s. This ensured Tintagel international fame. Both the Tintagel region and all of Cornwall offer fantastic hiking trails. Walking further on the island, you can enjoy beautiful views of the sea. It is also a place that attracts water sports enthusiasts. In the distance, on the other side, you can see Camelot Hotel. In good weather and during low tide, there are access points to the coast. Stairs lead to a small, rocky beach. Right next to the beach is Merlin's Cave. If it's low tide, you can peek inside. This sea cave, located beneath Tintagel Castle, measures about 330 meters in length and was formed through marine erosion. A legend is associated with this place, saying that a rushing wave carried Merlin and King Arthur into the cave when Arthur was just a baby. We didn't manage to go inside because the cave was already filled with water. Nevertheless, the time spent on the beach was a wonderful relaxation after exploring the castle. Walking on the hills, not far from the castle, you can spot the historic St. Materiana's Church from the 11th century. It's worth a visit and can be reached by paths along the cliffs or a walk from the town. Materiana is identified with Saint Madrine, a princess from Gwent who, according to tradition, evangelized this area around 500 AD. Inside the church, there's a medieval font, likely transported from the castle chapel at Tintagel. To the west of the church tower, an unusual Bronze Age standing stone stands in the churchyard. Tintagel undoubtedly deserves its fame and reputation. It enchanted us in Cornwall, but it's not the only place. In the village of Crackington Haven, just 20 minutes away from Tintagel, there's a beautiful beach. We visited there at the end of the day. The beach is surrounded by imposing cliffs, sheltering it from the wind and ranking among the highest in Cornwall. Interestingly, in the 19th century, the beach served as a kind of port. Boats would simply park on the beach with the ebb and flow of the sea. Visiting this place was a beautiful end to an intense day. I encourage you to like our video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in travels around Cornwall, join us for the upcoming episodes. See you soon.